Testosterone. All the rage is about testosterone. Men wants testosterone. Women have testosterone. Everybody wants to have testosterone. Everybody wants to be high test. What does test do anyways? Did you know that we are defaulted to be born as females? Women and men, we are so similar. It's a joke. It's a joke, guys. But it's real. Look it up. Because, Bailey, what are you doing? Yeah, anyways. In the womb, did you know that if testosterone was not present, we are more likely to be born as females? Look at our human anatomy, male and female. The clitoris is basically a small penis. That's why female bodybuilders, when they go on testosterone, their clitoris enlarges and it becomes like a pseudo penis when females are on high doses of testosterone. And you look at the scrotum, the male ball sack, and you see this little fold in the middle. This is the remnants of a slit that was to be created if the baby was not exposed to testosterone. When the baby is exposed to testosterone, the fetus, I shouldn't say baby. When they're in the womb and they're exposed to testosterone, this little slit fuses to form what is to be a ball sack in the child. And you look at babies as well. You look at children, they're so similar, male and females. It's not until puberty or when there's this high surge of hormones that they began to differentiate male and female. Of course, there is this gray area where people are not sure whether it's a male or female. I'm not going to comment on that. It's true, science, that's what we can observe. There's this area in which we cannot differentiate between men and women. And people like to be political about it and say, oh, there's only two genders. No, it's a spectrum. There are intersex individuals out there. But let's get back to the topic, testosterone. What is so special about testosterone? Testosterone, we all know that it when injected into the body, when there's a high surge of testosterone in the body, we see individuals with greater muscle mass, stronger bone density, taller individuals, and even our behavior starts to change when testosterone is at play here. The majority of criminals in the world are men. Most men are stronger than most women on average. Let's put it out there. Of course, there are women who are stronger than a lot of men, but on average, most men are stronger than most women. And if you take away the extremity, the outliers in sports, of course, there are women who are at their very high level competing in sports and they are better than a lot of men. If you take away those extremity, on average, most men are stronger than most women. Now, this is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing because we need to be strong. In biology, when there's this sexual dimorphism, in other words, when there are these distinct differences, they usually mean something that is advantageous to our reproduction. You know, these have evolved over time because they serve us. Men, when we were hunter-gatherers and when we lived in small communities, we actually need this aggression, this strength, this muscle mass to hunt and to form coalitions and to even assert dominance in order to signal to others within this community that we have higher status. We are the alpha male. Keep in mind, our human history is minuscule when compared to the history of the whole universe. Humans have only existed for a small amount of time. And so you look at society now and you see how developed we are, how big cities are. We haven't really evolved to grasp this yet. We haven't really evolved to adapt to this yet. So we still are in our primitive brain. I mean, strangers are a foreign concept to us, because when we were hunter-gatherers, we don't live in communities that exceed 1,000 people. Strangers is a modern thing. I mean, now you can hop on a plane, fly to Amsterdam, have a one-night stand with a stranger, and come home and forget about it. This is not a thing back in the days, which is not long ago, by the way, relative to the history of the universe, I mean. Why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about testosterone? I'm talking about testosterone because it relates to what I'm about to say next in regards to our capacity for destruction, dominance, and yeah, basically men of today, young men, high testosterone, prime reproductive age. There will be winners and losers. We all know about this. I'm not going to go into details. There are better YouTube channels out there that describe this phenomenon. But let's say this. We have high testosterone because of evolution, selective pressure, and basically this is what we need in order to secure reproductive success back in the days. Now we don't really need to compete for, I don't know, resources per se, because most of us live in big cities and we get access to food and in a lot of cases mates as well. We don't really need violence, but a lot of men nowadays feel like they are a genetic dead end. They cannot secure a mate. They cannot climb to the top of the hierarchy. They cannot assert their dominance and be seen as a high status individual. And that's why they feel like they might have low testosterone. Now, high testosterone isn't everything. Let me put it out there. Fathers, people who are a bit older, and people who have children and family, their testosterone is actually not at their peak anymore. You know why? Testosterone, while it's good for getting people motivated, go out there, achieve their dreams, fight off enemies and stuff like that, when high testosterone is combined with a lack of discipline, a lack of control, it can be lethal. That's why most criminals, even though they have high testosterone, they are also very destructive and they commit the most heinous crimes. Now, I've been in situations in the past where people have threatened me and people have called me names. If I did not have self-control, if I wanted to assert my dominance, keep in mind though, I'm a small guy, but it's in all of us. We all want to assert our dominance, and we all want to prove to others that, hey, I'm gonna defend my status. Even at a cost to my life, I want to defend my status. I want to prove to you that you're wrong and you should be put down to your place. I'm the alpha, stuff like that. We all want to do that. But if I had lashed out and I've picked fights over letting it slide, I don't think I'll be here today. Because, yeah, we like to, just testosterone. It puts you in this state of fighting, and you want to defend your status and stuff like that. You want to prove to others who you are and what you're about. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Testosterone, man. It can make you lethal, and especially young men who has nothing to lose. They have no family, no stable career, no place in society, and they're faced with threats to their own existence, to their own identity, and they have no self-control. They're gonna lash out, and they're gonna cause a lot of damages to society and to themselves even. That's why men take more risks. More men die from stupid things. More men are involved in wars. More men are capable of violence. Women, they are also aggressive. They can also lash out. But usually, women stop at hitting, biting, slapping, filing for divorce, filing for, I don't know, whatever else. They might stop at actions that cause them no real physical threats. We men, when we're faced with threats, we tend to take it further as to destroy this world, take it further as to kill and to maim and to hurt others and even ourselves. That's what testosterone does. And that's why murderers are often males. Yeah, it's sad, but it's true. Just have some self-control, man. I know it's hard. I know testosterone is a double-edged sword. But yeah, if you're feeling horny, if you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling like you want to blow the world up, just keep in mind this inherent power within you and use it for good. It can change the world, you know? It doesn't have to always be about dominating and making others submit to you. It can be used for the greater good out there to serve God. Anyways, I love you all. Stay strong. God bless. Do not give up. God loves you. I love you. You were put here for a reason. Stay strong, my friends.